is. I'm gonna change it. I know what I'm gonna change it to.
A life spent making mistakes is
Oh.
not only more honorable, but more useful than life spent doing nothing.
Isn't that?
Okay, yeah, I'm changing that later.
I don't know how you say this. It's George Bernard Shaw, I think.
But I'm changing it to next. Hold up.
Change it to I futile on the day.
Girls put, like, I'm not a squeaker, I'm a girl, and whatever.
No, I'm a girl right away if they're an idiot.
I feel like you can.
You both have names.
Yeah, people think I'm a boy though.
Yeah, but if I just look at your name, Diamond.
Yeah, no, they'll still think I'm a boy.
Really?
Yes.
No, that's one that flags for me. I would instantly suspect.
But like, see, mine's more like jokey, so I always feel like you could maybe think I'm a dude.
Was this less so, but I would still suspect. Like, if you look at the names in this nickname, which ones do you think do look anchor?
Actually, Shay, I feel like you would tell Shay you would think Shay's a guy right off the bat with their name.
No, I don't think I would. I would be suspicious. Look at one of these names. Eden X, that's a boy. Charwell's boy.
Okay, but it's easy if they use shit like demon or like
I'm working
23. Like, there's certain things that you're like, yeah, that's a 12-year-old boy.
Like Fluttershy, that's playing Mercy. That's a flag.
Or it could be
a gay
brony or whatever the fuck.
Could be a furry.
It is a flag.
It could be a furry.
It's not a fucking.
Let's ask them. Are you a furry?
Do you want to be a My Little Pony?
Do you want?
Should I message them? I'm gonna actually ask them if they're a furry. I could ask them if they're a girl. It's creepy.
Just ask if they're a boy.
It's also Avery. So. It's Avery Fluttershy. I feel like it's a girl. Because girls a lot of times will put like their name, you know?
Yes, I'm gonna message them.
Like XX Jessica _.
Why they would put their name in it? No, I'm gonna put like treat me like your queen and I'll make you my king. Treat me like a game and I'll show you how it's bloody played. Nah, I'm just kidding. It was taking me forever how to like.
I can't message them. They've got privacy settings.
They must be a younger person.
I mean, I'm not a younger person, but Shay made me put mine.
Person. I don't know.
But Shay made me put mine on.
Although I basically was certain that just a British girl was a girl. Look at their life. It's just looking at this.
Yeah, girls do that a lot.
What?
Oh, and her little pictures of Huggy the donut.
Oh, I had that one. Oh my gosh, I had that one.
No. Yeah.
I think we've got another one of those. Like, I don't think they're together right now. Like, in the game, look at their names, the Lucid, Romeo, and
yeah.
Lucid.
It's pretty fun.
Look at the bio.
Well,
look at Lucid, Princess's bio.
I think you're right.
I want to be a dude and make my account named Princess.
Lucid Princess's bio is my baby girl to only one person.
Oh. But we can make that too.
See, I feel like mine is more ambiguous than Diamond's though, as far as like girl or boy, because like I don't have a bio, but you can see like what music I listen to, so then it's like, well.
No, I literally turned off all my games except for one. I turned off where nobody could see my, like I'm pretty sure only my friends could see my music. Etc.
I just leave it.
Like, don't you think
For me, it says I have
Minecraft banner. You could be a young boy.
Yeah, see?
You could be.
What do you think of my account? Like my background and my profile picture and everything?
It's female. Your name is enough. I would be.
Well, without the name. Without the name.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll provide support, so I can turn this place.
Ooh. Off your profile, it won't say so.
Yeah, I
Off
have.
your profile, I think you were like a
Yeah, like I feel like because some people are so idiotic with the name that they don't they I guess they just don't really pay attention and they think I'm a dude. Oh my gosh, bro.
Actually, what your name is with your bio, it doesn't actually say dude.
Dang, I'm a dude now.
Do it!
Oh.
You can't do that to me.
I just did it to
For a
you.
long time, and you come over, you say hi, and then you
But,
say
how are you on them? Hmm? Oh, I'm live streaming for a friend.
well, like, I don't know, the, like, icon that you use for your profile.
I'm not saying all of girls, just generally.
What about me? Challenge
completed. I'll have the
the little background is, like, kind of cutesy. I like it.
Who's?
Is that weird?
Who's?
I
Oh.
like it. It's from my it's
I don't know. See, yours is kind of hard because I feel like it's kind of a mix of things.
Me?
No.
I'll get to you.
I hit my check.
What about with name and profile picture as well?
It would make me kind of tilt more towards you being a girl.
Yeah, Blue, I'm sorry. I would go more towards your girl, too. Just from your profile picture. And your, but I really like your profile picture, nothing bad with it, but, and then, your name.
Don't guys usually put like anime profile pictures?
Well, yeah, but they put more, like, revealing, for the most part. Like the one I have, unless it's their waifu or something, then they'll normally do, like, something, like, more revealing.
It's just a character from a game online. It's, what's her name? Gwendolyn's good. I always thought like it was that's what
I mean, I guess I also don't want people to know, like, that necessarily know I'm a girl right away. If they're, first off, if they're, like, kind of idiots and can't tell by the name. No, I'm supposed to ruin these dudes.
Nicolette plays Winston. She needs some pointers though, but like a gentle pointer, not like a, you know, she's still learning. She's still a little baby
No, I can't just wound them. I kill them. I have to melee them.
I walked onto the wrong person and then I died.
be either. Could be either. It could be an edgy dude. Yeah. His name.
Yeah, it's in the movie.
His name is Meadows.
Please don't die.
Okay. I'd say in his profile, since it's like a rapper as his background, and then he has kind of like a you can tell him
Literally one shot.
I don't know.
I don't know if a girl would put that as their background, I guess.
What?
It's not actually. It's the background. No. I think it's the
Oh, a bottle wants to shoot me.
But the back. I've seen girls with
Yeah, but they're usually like Mac Miller, you know? Or like X.
Yeah, I guess I would to differentiate to that. I wouldn't like too much of my individual.
No, I know a ton of girls that are all into Mac Miller, especially since he died.
What a bandwagon.
I'm not really into Miller. I like X for some of the songs, but
X is like a wife beater, you know that, right?
no, I didn't. But I only like some of his songs.
Yeah, no, he beat his girlfriend, and then when she went to the cops, like, his fans were like, oh, you're fucking lying, like, whatever, and then, like, after he died, she dropped the charges, and then they were like, see, you were lying the whole entire time, and I was like, you can't prosecute someone who's dead?
And also, there's not really any.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean, I don't like to hear him worship him like a lot of girls do. No, I just like some of his music. But I like Juice WRLD's too. Like, Righteous.
Wait, Times, do you believe that the music should be considered separate
Yeah, to an extent. Like, unless, like, they're talking about, like, unless that's literally who they are, I guess. Like, NF, like, literally what he sings is what he is. That things he goes through. So that's, like, kind of like... That's kind of, like, different, in my opinion. But for the most part, I think it's separate.
Okay, we'll see.
Hmm? Any singer?
Maybe an uncontroversial.
I have no clue what you mean by that. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow.
Yeah, that hasn't got
Carrie Underwood. Kane Brown. Those are country artists.
Okay, yeah, okay, we'll see.
Hmm?
All of a sudden, out of the blue, was a murder. Would you still listen to that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it's their music is still good. I mean, I'm not saying what they did was right, but their music's not them. I mean, yes, it's their voice, but
Would you think this was
I mean, if they're technically, I mean, I guess it does, but I mean, you've already supported them before you knew.
Yeah, but you can still stop.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. They've already made it to where they are.
So I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, but they've already made it to where they are, so there's, I mean, if you stop supporting them, it's literally not gonna, I mean, it's gonna not really hurt them, but that's the way I see it. Cause like I don't know everything about a lot of the artists I listen to, like Falling in Reverse. I just listen to their music. I don't really know anything about them. Carrie Underwood, I actually know a lot about her because I love Carrie Underwood.
There's a difference there.
Jeez!
Like, condemn for this.
Darn it.
It's what you do after the knowledge.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna listen to some of X's songs just for the fact that, like, I mean, I don't know, I don't obsess over him. I just like a few of his songs. It's the same thing with Juice WRLD. I'm not obsessed. I like a few of his songs. Like, I love Righteous by Juice WRLD. Not gonna lie.
Oh, what you say? Yeah. What's that fucking shade you think it is? The actor.
Of who?
He's in House of Cards. Kevin Spacey is in House of Cards.
Oh, I've never watched that.
He's in Usual Suspects. Baby Driver. Who plays a Baby Driver? Okay, this is fine. Anyway,
No!
Monty Python usually like that in the ground, right?
And now you will fall.
Well,
Oh my god, how did I
has some main parts of the, Monty Python.
That must have hurt.
He's the oh, you know the Frenchman in Holy Grail, the one that like abuses them at the top of the castle. Yeah, that's John Cleese.
What?
So anyway, so he plays a number of roles in Holy Grail, and he has made some particularly racist comments. He said that Britain is not British anymore, that London is full of, I think actually used the word infested.
Oh my god.
You know,
Oh my god.
it is no longer British
Little
anymore.
dude, be quiet.
Yeah.
No,
Did you hear? It's fine if you did.
He's racist, basically.
Yeah, it's a pretty open statement of racism. Now, I suppose he's not done anything criminal, but does that affect you if you were to want to watch the movie Grail again? Knowing that the guy is an open racist.
I think that the type of, like, art is different. So, like, in a movie or, like, a musical, like, there are, like, other characters and, like, they all have varying degrees of, like, importance, but like with something like music or something like a book, like that's more solely like that person, and so like that's part of the reason why like I don't support J.K. Rowling anymore, because she can't stop being transphobic. So.
Yeah.
Wait, who's J.K. Rowling?
She wrote Harry Potter.
Oh. See, I'm still gonna watch the Harry Potter movies, but I'm not gonna like him.
J.K. Rowling's a lady.
Oh, or her. I don't know. Okay, you just said Harry Potter. Okay. I've only watched one Harry Potter movie.
Which one?
The first one. Sorcerer's Stone, I think. I don't know.
It's the Philosopher's Stone over there, isn't it?
It is, indeed. It's a completely pointless distinction. Because Nicholas Flamel is both a sorcerer and a philosopher.
So, who in is the transphobic in Harry Potter? What girl?
No, the author, the one who wrote the books.
Oh, I'm probably never gonna read the books.
I mean, she also wrote some other stuff as well to be aware of. She wrote like the Silkworm as well.
Like, see, I like to, the only normal books I actually like to read is like hold up, shit, is like The Giver, Divergent. I didn't read Divergent 2, but like it's like futuristic books in a way, but it's like also like where it's like in a society that's probably will, yeah, that would never happen. But like I really like that stuff, like Divergent.
What?
And The Giver was really good.
Stop screaming. If you're gonna scream, mute your mic.
Stay put.
I really liked The Giver. I read the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one was where it started getting boring, but the first one's really good. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're lying. I mean, it got boring. Because, like, it was just, like, details on the, like, no, like, I don't know, it just got boring to read, but I like to read books like that. Oh, shit.
How do I keep him?
Other than that, I normally, like, don't go out of my way to read.
I suppose I find it interesting because you said, obviously, J.K. Rowling being transgender, transphobic, you wouldn't, you would read the Harry Potter books.
I probably wouldn't read them before, so it doesn't really make a difference, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
you know, like the multi-fight, like obviously is just strictly it's like for other people.
It's like degrees of ownership, I guess. I don't know how else you would like
that you
put it.
wouldn't tarnish the other ones because, you know, why should they suffer because of it? That is the problem. It's easy if it's single ownership. I think just be like that. I suppose what you've got to say to yourself is, this is what it comes down to, I guess. With someone dealing with boycotting productions, you've got to ask yourself what's more important: the feelings of four guys about the perception of their work. Because no one's blaming them, no one's saying it's they are. They share the same views or whatever, but obviously their work is established. What's more important, the repetition of their work or the message it sends to ethnic minorities in an entire country. Do you know what I mean? That we are happy to rob a guy and allow a guy to profit who is hostile towards many people. It's a weird, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is because I know for a fact I watch and consume things
Yeah.
like the Mighty Boosh with the blackface scene.
Oh no, that's a bad idea.
No, I don't know how to do that.
You did get it.
That's one of my favourite comedies ever. I forgot about the whole blackface thing.
and now see, just for the fact of how much, like, nostalgia the Harry Potter books have, I probably, like, if I was originally planning on reading them, I probably would, just for the fact that, like, everybody read them. Like, you haven't read the books? Oh. I'm never gonna read the books, because, they're like this, like, okay, I'm not in, like, real life, like, making an estimate on how long they are, and there's who knows how many books. I'd just rather watch the movies.
To be honest with you, the books are exactly literary masterpieces, so not necessarily.
I heard they're really good, but I'd rather, oh my,
They're middle grade. You have to remember that they're like written for like elementary middle schoolers.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing.
are you serious?
yeah, they're middle grade.
So yeah, like
I don't think I've ever read a high grade then.
I mean, like Divergent's like young adult. Middle grade is like the Percy Jackson series.
I read the
like,
first
Harry
one of
Potter.
those.
Yeah.
I read The Lightning Thief like 5 times. 2 times because of school, 3 times on my own.
I read that version when it came out. My mum used to like those books. I'd get to 3 or 4, like not particularly high quality fiction. Really enjoyed it.
But I mean, like X literally, like if he was talking about like what he did to his to his girlfriend, then that would be different in his music. That'd be totally different. But like, see, like, let me think. I guess just like I like the mental health aspect of his music though.
Yep.
Just for the fact.
Okay, and like us talking about this doesn't mean that we're gonna like shame you for
Oh
listening to him
no,
or
I'm
anything. Like,
getting
you
shamed.
can make your own decisions, you know.
No, see, the point is, it's a difficult question as well.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know how much of like media in history has got something that's probably slightly racist or something in? You know, you could literally get rid of, you could just wipe 90% of television off the map for being ever so slightly racist. Do you know what I mean? There's this, like, White Booch has a single moment in it, which also, when you say blackface, it's not like he's actually dressing up as a black person. It's he's the spirit of jazz. He's like got this like skeletal, like blackface appearance. Like his whole body is black with like, you know, like a skeleton suit. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not the most super racist thing in the world. It's nothing to do with black people or whatever, but it does have it is problematic. And there are a million things which are small things that are like line or whatever. But, you know, if you get rid of you will not have a lot of it. You know, it's like in the US when you get rid of statues associated with, well, you know the fucking Mount Rushmore, you know, the fucking founders, like 2 of them were slave owners for fuck's sake, and yet we've got their faces carved into wood. And it's like, that's why we are obviously this guy in a thing, but you get rid of him, you know, everything else. Pretty much anybody for 100 years is probably racist. Yeah?
What did he do?
And I mean,
That's the thing.
like, so how they're like taking down like political statues, like some of those were like, I don't know, like I don't think it's right because they're not being racist. Like now, because they wouldn't have their statue for just being racist. They wouldn't. So you gotta also think about it like that. Like I can't say how it feels because I'm not on the receiving end of that, of course. But you know, it's still a part of our history. You're not gonna erase it, and people are still gonna learn about it.
Yeah, the statues are not commemorating, like for example, the founders were not commemorating the things.
Like the bad things they committed, like.
But that's the thing. The problem is what does the statue mean? I don't even know. Like I don't actually.
It depends on the statue. Like it's for like certain times during war or what they did for the country. It's always something like that.
Yeah.
It's not for what they.
It's
the negative things that they've done.
Yeah, but this is just
Yeah.
and unfortunately, even if we want someone to see the things they've done, so there's the things we commemorate in our life, the bad things that's the thing. The statue thing is.
But that's like also if you think about it, everybody has bad things about them, whether they're just politically shown or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that there's like different shades of gray. Like, did you lynch a black person in your backyard and then take a picture with his dead body? Like,
Ew.
they did that.
That's gross.
Find them.
I don't want to see that. That's gross. Like, I'm not saying it's right to lynch because it's not, but you know, why would you take a picture with a dead corpse?
Because it was a thing of pride. It was like, see, he tried to do this to my family, and I'm a big white slave owner, and I'm gonna put him in his place.
Yeah, and if a dude had an alcohol problem, you're not gonna think that's it's a very different.
Oh, I'm so screwed. I'm so screwed.
Yeah. It's not like offensive. You know, yeah, he's not perfect. It's got nothing to do with oppression. I mean, yeah, everyone's got something wrong.
Well, a lot of it's like.
There's a difference between.
a lot of people in our history have done bad things that we don't even know about, and they're just not politically known. And there's like assumptions, and there's no political like way to
But the
confirm them, and so that way people just think it's like, oh no, it's not real. It's just an assumption, you know, like.
Yeah, but you couldn't take down a statue on the suspicion or the fear that they have done something bad in their life because of the assumption of anyone is there. That's
Well, I also think it's like, well, what did they do to get that statue? Like, I feel like that's also a big reason, a big thing. Like, say, if they like saved millions, not millions, but you know, hundreds of thousands of people for something they did honorable, then like that, I think they should keep it. You know, stuff like that. I mean, I also don't like I don't know.
do you know who Winston Churchill is?
Hmm.
Do you know who Winston Churchill is?
It sounds familiar.
I think World War II.
Yeah, he was the British Prime Minister.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, it does sound familiar.
No, it's fine. He's national one. Yeah, he was voted the single. He was voted the greatest dictator of the 20th century. Like he's Britain. He's the British bulldog spirit. He is the personification of it. Not of it. Like if I were to stand up with Winston Churchill in public, like I'm not gonna get like stoned or anything, but it's like it would go down, it would get some looks, people do not like people saying that. However, the guy had some really pleasant words. Yes, he was busy, he was big, he was a big instrumental in World War II. Britain down, Britain fucking gone. It was a huge conflict, especially if you've got America. Like he had a relationship with Putin. Labour around the US to get involved. But the point is, he had some really unpleasant ideas. He believed in colonialism. He thought that the British Empire was for the better of the world, that we brought civilization to, to supposedly, primitive, countries. That was the implication that these guys were savages or whatever, but they needed us to introduce civilization to them.
Oh crap, I'm not ready to kill Bloodwing yet. I'm too, like, I'm pretty sure I probably could, but I don't think I'm
But yeah, someone defaced
ready with
Winston
this
Churchill statue.
Ooh.
Yeah, the principal monument in London. You just put Winston Churchill and then crossed out his birth year to date of death. Crossed it out and just put wasn't racist.
How long ago was this?
Because it's like the whole Black Lives Matter thing has, it's affected the UK as well. When we are not able, our police have guns. But doesn't mean our police are any less systematically racist.
Yeah, it's taking,
Yeah,
I feel like, less
how
violently with
displays
guns
racism.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I mean, obviously it could
exactly.
still be violent. It could easily still be violent, but not as, like, life-threatening. Or easily as life-threatening, if that makes sense. Blue, can you help me real quick on here? If you can.
Wait, I'm on Overwatch.
Well, I
Wait.
mean, like, when you get a chance.
Oh, and what are you doing?
I have to, like, this is where we find out what happened to Bloodwing and,
Oh,
the bird.
the battle. Wait, you against what?
Huh?
You against what?
About to be. Yeah.
Wait, what level are you?
I am 42, but most of the stuff is 42 to 44.
What are your guns? What
Um,
levels?
I mean, there's 40, 30. I don't really use a sniper, so 40, 40, and 42.
Okay, I'm back.
But
Oh,
oh, and I have another 42, but it's a rifle, and I already have a rifle equipped up to 42.
Yeah, see, I think the thing is I'm reluctant to, like, I don't always bring my number Stephanie to a bear and kick its ass, because that just kind of,
Well, like,
ruins your game.
yeah.
I could bring my Psycho in and maybe help, but even though he's level, I think he's level 43 maybe.
Yeah, if you're
but his guns are
43,
so-
you should still be
he
okay.
can't really do much damage. But, yeah. I could have a go.
Okay.
In fact, actually, I'm gonna do it now because I mean, I'm in this custom, but I'm not actually. You know, the people I'm talking to in this party.
Okay.
Are you still like the
I can give you a minute.
second in mind?
Also, the handbell message. Sorry, I wasn't. Anxious. It's a discussion. It's how to say. Bell message saying that about Walt Disney. Walt Disney was anti-Semitic
And
that is true.
what does that mean?
and racist.
They're against Jewish people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, discrimination against Jewish people. But yeah, I mean Disney is founded by a pretty unpleasant man, and a lot of his films, particularly, I mean even up to like, I don't know, up to quite recently, had some pretty questionable things.
Isn't
Like
he dead?
Peter Pan is pretty, yeah, Walt Disney's dead. Yeah, Peter Pan is pretty racist.
What
I
happened?
don't know. See, it's so hard to have like this conversation because I'm sure you can like dig like who else? Oh, P.T. Barnum was like a trash can, and they still made that movie in like 2018 or whatever.
I still don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is actually.
He was the guy who is probably most famous for like American Circuses. What's the movie called? It has Zac Efron in it.
The Greatest Showman.
Yep.
I love that movie,
And so,
though. But wait,
So gay.
who in the movie did he play?
P.T. Barnum
Wolverine.
is who Hugh Jackman played in the movie. But he's like an actual historical figure.
Oh, he's the actual figure. Okay.
Well, see, I suppose what I find interesting is with some like film that have propaganda elements, basically doing this thing where we say, okay, like they put in like like a warning at the beginning of the film that it represents views that were from the time, and we've moved on from that basically. Like they're going to do that with Gone with the Wind, I think. But they're going to put that like a thing in the beginning to say that these views are not acceptable today, etc. But what I suppose what's confusing is if that's the approach you're going to take with film and TV, don't you need to take the same approach with statues? Like in the you would have to bear in mind that they have obviously done bad things. Need to be educated on the fact that they've done bad things, but we celebrate the good thing they've supposedly done. Like I don't know. I mean, it's harder to do with a statue because I suppose if you watch the Gone with the Wind, the racism is immediately apparent. Whereas if you see a statue of Winston Churchill, there's nothing about his racism in that statue. Maybe it is hard to do. It's not the same. I don't know. It winds me up. There can be a solution.
I don't know. I just purposely think that like there shouldn't be any statues of people from the Confederacy. Like you can learn about them, but like I don't think that it's necessary for them to be there.
Even if they did good things.
Yeah. Because it's the principle of like what they stood for, like
Well-
what the Confederacy stands for, regardless of what that individual did. Like that's the platform.
Well,
that
some
they're,
of them
like,
didn't like.
at base a part of.
You got to think about it. Confederacy wasn't also just for slavery. Yes, that was a big part in what it's well known for, but there was also different beliefs that wasn't like racist and stuff that they stood for. So not all of them. Most of them, pretty sure, like 98% of them are probably racist. I'm not gonna lie, but there were those people part of the Confederacy that wasn't in like that sort of
Okay,
thing.
so what you're saying is valid, but if we think about Confederacy, so that word is like in your head. What's the first association you make? Slavery, right?
Yeah.
So that's how they've ingrained themselves into history and how it's like passed on to generations, that's like their main key component. And so if that's problematic, I don't feel like their statues should exist, because that's the main association that you make, regardless of if there's things that they've done that have been positive or that wasn't their only platform. You know what I mean?
The problem is that the founders, the US founders, some of them were slave owners. So I know that they're not predominantly known for being slave owners, but that's still a component of them. So because slavery is a bigger component of people associated with the Confederacy, they should be removed. But people who have a lesser association with slavery, but still happily own slaves, should be commemorated.
No, I say take it all down. Let's just restart, you know?
So get rid of Mount Rushmore. The statues. The heads, you know?
Yeah.
That's the thing, I'm not disagreeing, I'm just trying to pick it apart, I guess, you know? Hang on, what's Belle saying? Sorry, I'm talking to you as I'm getting messages as well, so it's difficult to try and convey that. I don't want to feel like I'm ignoring either, so. I don't believe that I should be represented by the leaders above them. Only as an individual.
Unfortunate.
Wait, so Belle, what's that in reference to? Well, okay, I'm trying to think what we were, because we were saying that. Wait, so don't remove Confederate statues. Oh, wait. Okay, but does the Confederate statue, does that represent the people underneath the leader? Because I feel like they're more going for the actual person themselves.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, this is not what you just said. But like some people have their statues planned or like built before like the Confederacy thing, and so their statue was meant for a whole completely different thing too. But people just like oh, he's a Confederate. Which, I mean, it would just make it less controversial and stuff, and like a lot more peaceful if you didn't have that. But then again, there's also racists today, and then sorry, continue.
Yeah. So yeah, Belle. I think when we talk about why the Confederate statue should be taken out, we're not talking about we're talking about the actual person.
Through meditation,
I can't think if I don't know anything about U.S. history. I'm not gonna lie. The statue is commemorating an individual person. Like I agree that if it stood for, you know, the the armies and the people involved with the Confederacy as well, it would be a more complicated issue. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is the issue. Like, it seems as if the only I think we were saying, like, what we were sort of talking about shit. Like, it was like, you know, it kind of feels like you have to either keep them all or get rid of them all. You know, because, like, for example, people, like you said, the founders have a small association with slavery, and some people directly were part of the Confederacy have a strong association with slavery. Like, it's either you get rid of all of them, or you don't get rid of either of them. You can say that because one is a lesser association, you keep that, and not the other. So what I'm saying is it's difficult because I know that they did good things, but like, because a statue, it commemorates a person's life as well. Like the things they've done that are bad are worked into it. I'm not saying, by the way, to get rid of statues. I don't know. I don't understand what the solution is. But I mean, I suppose what makes me feel uncomfortable is I think to myself, okay, not that I will ever understand the feeling, but I imagine that if you say you're a black person and you walk past a statue that's commemorating even the good aspects of a man who was involved with slavery, I don't know, that's probably not a particularly comfortable thing to see. That's what makes me think about, like, you know, if you say you're a black person, I don't know, I'm not black, so, but I can't imagine it would particularly matter too much to them that the guy has done good things when there's something devastatingly bad that is completely personal, you know, is oppression of a part of your identity, you know, is interwoven this celebration.
Yeah. Well, and you have like a disconnect from your culture because you were taken from your country of origin, and so now like you don't really feel connected to that culture because sometimes they didn't know like which country they came from or like which tribe, and they've been over here so long that it's like they've been here for like generations in America, so it's like, well, I feel disconnected from like this aspect of myself because of like slavery.
But to be honest, Belle, I have the whole thing makes my head fucking spin. I don't know. I think about it quite a lot, actually.
I came to this planet to fight, not to wait.
You know, I'm a pretty apathetic person, but this, I think the Black Lives Matter has made me think, actually genuinely think of things on a day-to-day basis. I don't know, and I don't usually get affected by that kind of thing, and I don't know, it's hard to know what to do about a lot of things. I'm just kind of hoping that someone will come and answer.
One thing that's like real hard. Sorry.
No, go.
I have a lot of older relatives that are like, just the way they talk about certain things, like, there's some like subtle like covert racism, and so it's so hard to like not like Because there's no point in picking a fight sometimes, because it won't change their mind, because they're already set, and then they'll be like, well, why am I listening to you? Like, you're young, and I'm, like, wise, you know? So then, like, I deal with that a lot, because I understand that, like, not everyone feels the way that I feel. But it's hard, like... Oh, how do you say his last name? Kopernik? So he was the African-American football player that kneeled during the anthem? Yeah. Well, I was at dinner that other night when I got all those plants, and one of my relatives was like, oh, I hope he never gets another job in this country ever again. Like, he annoys me. I would slap the crap out of him. I was like, oh. On the inside, I was like, oh, big football man kneel down during anthem, me get big mad. Like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Me get big mad.
Yes, my guy.
Me get big mad.
I was like, that's an example of peaceful protest, and y'all didn't like that either, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not being disrespectful. Like, I don't know where you got that from.
Yeah, but when you said about like safety reasons, do you mean like, as in taking it down, like the civil unrest, and how that would lead to things being unsafe?
Yeah, I was about to invite you.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was weird. I happened to join, it just said, check your settings, and it put me offline. Which is interesting.
It might be mine. Hold up. Okay, well, we might have to go through that part again. I don't know why it's not letting me invite you. It's doing that thing again. That it did with Shay. Let me try a party.
Just try and find. Yeah, I suppose in some situations the process of taking down.
Shay, did you change your profile picture?
Yes, I did.
Why? Why no more cow?
Because I like the little evil-looking robots.
So, I used to be that cow, by the way. I used to have that cow.
It's cute.
That was my profile picture for 3 years, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but like I certainly would like say like Mount Rushmore. Okay, that's probably gonna be a bit of a rough one. So I guess you can see that.
Shake what happened to me, Robert?
Yeah,
I changed
exactly.
it.
Just a whole robot.
Question is he still streaming, or is he finally ended?
Overwatch.
Why am I still streaming? I thought I ended that.
Oh. So you just had a whole 30-minute